Hi, my name's Tammy. I work for the Salt Lake County and I work for the library department and I am at the Wetmore branch. I'm also a certified yoga instructor, so I'm glad you are here today for class. It's nice if you have a yoga block or two. If you don't have a block, you're welcome to just use a blanket or a firm pillow. And then a yoga strap is nice as well. And then a good alternative for a strap would be a belt or a tie or a dog leash. Anything like that will work. A yoga mat is great and some comfortable clothes. All right, I think we're ready to get started. Let's start today in tabletop position. So in tabletop, shoulders are stacked over wrists, hips are stacked over knees. On an inhale, cow pose, belly drops, tailbone goes up, and gaze goes up. As you exhale, cat pose, round your spine, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin. And then just flow through this, your breath, your movement. Inhale for cow, exhale for cat. And let's do 2 or 3 rounds of this right here. See if you can deepen your breath as you flow here. On your next cow, look over your shoulder. See if you can see your hip or your foot. Come back through center. Look over your right shoulder. See if you can see hip or foot. Come back to center. Let your knees go a little bit wide and push back to a child's pose. So hips are headed, glutes are headed towards your heels. And then inhale for scorpion up dog. So shoulders come over wrists. Kind of let your belly and hips drop. Gaze goes up and toes point towards the back of your head. Nice, and then let's flow through that. So exhale as you push back to child's pose. Inhale, up to scorpion. Let's do it a couple more times. If you brought an intention to class, you're welcome to bring that to the forefront of your mind. If not, I might offer finding peace. 2020's been a rough year. Let's see if we can have a practice today focusing on peace and calmness, taking a mental break, and just relax into your body today. Let's come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes and let your hips go high for down dog. Pedal out your knees, bend one knee and then the other. So today in class, see if you can find some quiet in your mind, some peacefulness, a little reprieve maybe of all the things you're thinking about and worrying about. You can set those aside and just feel the connection to our body. On an inhale, come high up on your tiptoes. And as you exhale, tiptoe up to the top of your mat or just walk up and come to a forward fold. Big toes can touch each other with a little sliver of space between your heels. Or if it's more comfortable for you, you can always keep feet hip distance apart. You can bend your knees if you'd like. Just let your arms hang heavy. If fingertips don't come to the mat, they can hang heavy or you can utilize a block and kind of rest your hands on a block. So any way that feels good for you. You can tuck your chin a little bit if you'd like as you hang here. And let's just breathe for a moment. And hopefully enjoy that sensation of having your head below your heart. All right, if your feet are hip distance apart, we're going to move into chair pose. So if it's okay, bring big toes together. On an inhale, chair pose, fingers graze the mat, and come up to chair. So it's like we're sitting back in a chair. My palms are facing each other but not touching. You want to be able to see your toes. So when you look down, if you can't see them, sit back a little bit more. Weight is in the heels, so lift up your toes and place them back down. Nice. Exhale, revolve chair. Bring your hands to heart center, and then we're going to twist over to the right. Hook your left elbow on the outside of your right thigh. Gaze can go up or straight. If you'd like, take a look at your left knee. Sometimes it will pop forward. See if you can bring it back in line with your right knee. Stay and breathe. Inhale, back up through chair. And exhale, forward fold. Pedal it out. Let's do the other side. Inhale, back up for chair. Exhale, revolve chair to the left this time. Right elbow hooks on the outside of your left knee. Hands to heart center. Check that right knee. Gaze can go up. Inhale, back through chair. And exhale, forward fold. Pedal it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands come to your shins. Your back is straight. Press your shoulder blades together. Gaze is down. You're making a number 7 with your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back up for chair. Exhale, revolve it over to your right. Hands through heart center, twist. Left elbow on the outside of your right foot. We're going to do a tricky transition. Shift so the weight's in your right foot and shoot your left foot back to a revolved crescent lunge. If you fall out, that's okay. Just come back in again. All right, bring your left leg back up. Find your revolved chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do the other side. Inhale, back up for chair. Exhale, revolve, hands to heart center, twisting over to your left. Get your alignment here. Check that right knee. All right, shift the weight into your left foot. Right foot lifts up and shoots back. If you fall out, totally normal. You can come back in again or bring your hands down for some balance. All right, let's bring that right foot back up. Find your revolved chair. Inhale through chair. And exhale, forward fold. Nice. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Straighten out that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to high plank. Step your right foot back, followed by your left. Exhale, low plank. You can always come down to your knees. Inhale for up dog. Tops of your feet are on the mat. You can press into the tops of your feet and lift knees and thighs off the mat if you'd like. Then tuck your toes, down dog. Nice. On an inhale, right leg rises, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Come up onto your fingertips and rock forward and back. So you're holding yourself up with your right thigh and your core, not really fingers. Inhale, warrior one. Bring your left foot up a little bit to a 45-degree angle, and then inhale, rising up. The lunge is in your right leg. Trying to get your left hip forward. Biceps to ears. Palms are facing each other but not touching. Warrior one. We do a lot of warrior ones. I like this one. Pyramid pose. Straighten your front leg. And maybe bring your left leg in a tiny bit. Keep that left hip forward. Find your steeple grip. So you interlace your fingers. Keep your pointer finger up. Biceps to ears. Inhale to prepare. And exhale, tuck your chin. Round your spine. Fold over that front leg. When you get to the bottom, you can release your steeple grip and just hint your fingers and frame that right foot. And then real subtle movement here. Push your right hip back and pull your left hip forward. We want to square and level off our hips. Flamingo pose. Shift your weight into your right foot. Your left knee comes up and touches your right knee. Bend your left foot. Your heel goes by your glute. Flip your fingers around so they're pointing to the back of your mat and tuck your chin. Flamingo. All right, let's go back to the bottom of pyramid pose. So left foot down, equal weight in both feet. Biceps to ears, steeple grip. Inhaling up. And exhale, come back to warrior one. Then maybe you scoot that left foot back a little bit. Or creep your right one up. Good. Find whatever kind of stance length you like. Exhale, warrior two. I like to open up a little bit in my stance so I can sink a little bit low and feel like I'm really getting some stretching here. You want to have shoulders stacked over hips. Sometimes I see people leaning this way, but we really want to be up. Arms to a T. Options with your gaze. Traditionally, we'll look over our right finger. But if that's uncomfortable on your neck, just gaze wherever it feels good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Flip your right palm up. You're going to swing it back over your head. Drop your left arm down your left leg. Gaze is up and to the right. Come back to warrior two. Triangle pose. Straighten your left leg so both legs are straight. And now we extend to the right, and then we hinge. Right arm down, left arm up. And this is a great place for a block. I like to put a block underneath my right hand. That just helps the floor come up a little bit closer to me so I can work on stacking my shoulders. See if you can keep both legs straight. You can have tiny little micro bends in your knees so you don't walk them out. That's good. On an inhale, reverse triangle. We're going to rise up, keep both legs straight, and it's really similar to reverse warrior. So it's like we're doing a high five to the back of the room, but both of our legs are straight. Nice. Inhaling, coming back to center, and we're going to come to a warrior, half moon. So for half moon, I'm going to bring my left foot up a little bit. I'm going to move my block up from my right foot. I'm going to rotate my right foot to a little bit of an angle. It just kind of helps me with my balance and modification. Right hand comes down to the block. I'm going to lift our left leg up, flex our left toes towards our body. Try to level our hips, open our hips, left arm up. Gaze can be forward or up. Use your toes of your right leg to be really grippy. Nice. All right, on an inhale, we're going to come to star pose. So gently lifting up, toes are pointed out, palms forward. Little back bend here, open your heart. Good, come back to star. Nice. Skandasana to the right. So we're going to bend our right knee, squatting down. Our left leg stays nice and long, left toes are pointed up. There is a good chance you will be up on the ball of this right foot. That's okay. You can sit on a block to be able to drop the weight back. You can also rest your heel on a blanket. It's about flexibility in the ankle, and this is a pretty hard pose. So if it feels awkward and you're struggling a little bit, that's okay. Totally normal. Come to a place that feels okay for you. I can bring my hands to heart center. If you cannot, you're welcome to keep fingers tented here for some balance. So this is called Skandasana. Nice. Okay, fingertips down. Lift your hips up and shift to Skandasana on the other side. I really like this one. It feels good to me, but I think a lot of people don't. So I apologize. So right leg is straight, right toes are up. The lunge is over here. Again, you can sit on a block because we really want the weight back. Or if you're not anywhere near that, totally fine. Use your fingertips for balance or whatever you need to feel okay in this pose. I do recommend, though, if you have a block and you have time, try it sometime where you sit on the block and get your weight back. See how that feels. All right, we're going to get our fingertips down and rotate so everything is pointing to what was the back of our mat. And we're in a low lunge. Nice. Take a little breather here. On an inhale, we're going to come to warrior three. I might have to scoot back because my wall's in the way, but you might not. So when you're ready, you're going to lift up, launch off that back foot, straighten your left leg, whoop, falling out all the way. Warrior three. You can extend your arms forward in front of you, biceps to ears, or just bring hands to heart center. Flex your right toes back towards your body. Try to drop that right hip. That's really quite challenging. Nice. On an inhale, we're going to come to mountain pose. So bring your right leg up to meet your left. Let's circle sweep our arms up, extended mountain. Nice, good job. Exhale, forward fold. Swan dive down. Inhale, back up to extended mountain. We were just there. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. Nice. Have a drink of water if you need one. I do. I'm taking a momentary break. All right. Inhale, halfway lift. Make that number 7 with your body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to high plank. Step your right foot back, followed by your left. Get a nice high plank. Exhale to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. And exhale to down. Nice. All right, let's do that sequence, that flow on the other side. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot between your hands. Come up to your fingertips, rock forward and back. Just some opening and stretching here. Inhale, warrior 1. Bring your right foot forward a little, plant it down at a 45-degree angle. And then inhale, torso comes up, biceps to ears. Palms are facing each other but not touching. Bring your right hip forward. Stay and breathe for a moment in this warrior 1. Let's get ready for pyramid pose. Straighten your front leg, biceps to ears, steeple grip. Inhale, and then exhale. Tuck your chin, round your spine, and fold down over that left leg. You're welcome to unwind your steeple grip and just tent your fingers. And then really make that subtle movement of pulling your right hip forward, left hip back. And flamingo pose on this side. So weight comes into your left foot. Knees touch. Right heel goes to right glute. Tuck your chin. Flip your fingers around. Nice. All right, let's come to the bottom of our pyramid pose. Equal weight in both feet. Both legs are straight. Biceps to ears, steeple grip. Tuck your chin. Inhaling up. Let's find warrior 1 again. Maybe you open your stance. Sink in that front leg. Nice. Open it up. Warrior 2. Open your stance if you like to. Nice. Sink low. Gaze can go over your left fingertips. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. So flip your left palm. Right arm drops down. It's like you're giving a high five. Come back to warrior 2. Let's set up for triangle pose. Straighten your front leg. You're going to extend to your left and then we hinge. Maybe you grab your block and place it underneath your left hand. Right arm is up. Gaze to follow. On an inhale, we're going to reverse our triangle. So legs stay the same. We come up, flip that left palm again. It's like we're doing a high five. Difference here is just that both legs are straight. Exhale, half moon. So I'm going to bring my right foot in a little bit. And I'm going to extend back because I'm bumping up against that wall. Put my block out in front of my left foot. My left hand goes down. Right arm goes up. Flex your right toes back towards your body. Try to roll your right hip so it's stacked onto your left. Half moon. Pretty hard pose. Might be easier on one side than the other. Nice. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale up to star pose. Maybe bend your left knee a little bit. So star pose, our toes point out, palms are forward. Little back bend. Come back to star. Skandasana, back over here to the left. So left knee has the lunge. Right leg is straight. Adjust as you need to. Hands to heart center. Feel a stretch here on the back side of that right leg. All right, fingertips down. We're going to shift. Skandasana over here to the right. Left leg is straight. Hands to heart center. Good. All right, fingertips down. We're going to rotate. So all 10 toes are pointing to where we started. Little break here. Then when you're ready, warrior one. So on an inhale, launch off that back leg. Straighten your right leg. Hands to heart center. Or they can extend forward, whichever you like. Flex left toes back towards your body and try to drop your left hip. Make sure you keep breathing. Slowly if possible. Alright, and then let's come to standing mountain. So bring your left leg forward. Extended mountain, arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go right back up. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, extended mountain, arms go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, make that number 7. Flex your triceps while you're here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to high plank, step your left foot back, followed by your right. Find a high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And sigh it out. Beautiful, good job. You're welcome to come down to your knees. Have a drink of water. Hopefully those standing poses felt really good. And let's do a balance pose or two. Then we'll bring it back down to the mat and do some stretching yoga poses. So if you have a strap, let's use that today. If you need to pause and go grab a belt, that is fine. Okay. So on an inhale, staff pose. Right leg comes up, arms go up and overhead, palms are facing each other but not touching. So a couple of options. You can take your peace fingers and reach them around your big toe if you know you can go out straight. Let me turn to the side. So we're just going to kick this right leg out. So this is a great place for a strap. So I'm here in my staff pose. I'm going to place my strap underneath the ball of my right foot and then kick my right foot out. I like to put my left hand on my hip. Nice. So if you can reach your foot, that's great. You can use peace fingers. If not, strap is great. Okay, I'm going to turn back to the front again so you can kind of see from this side. All right, let me hop back in. All right, now you want to open up this leg to the right. Again, if you can do it with peace fingers, that's great. If not, strap is very handy. Nice. All right, come back through center. And then let's switch hands. So hold on to it with your left hand. And then reach your right hand back behind. And look behind you. Ooh, I am going to fall out. And if you fall out, totally fine. Hop back in again. Nice. Come back through center and release. Good job. Pedal it out a little bit. All right, let's do the other side. So inhale, staff pose, left leg comes up. If you know you can get those peace fingers around the big toe and shoot it out. I'm going to turn. I can sort of do it this way, but as soon as we start opening up, I can. So find wherever works for you. Hand to hip. Good. Okay, I'm going to rotate and use my strap. So I have my strap on the ball of my left foot. hand on my hip. I'm going to open it up to the left. See if you can keep standing tall. Come back through center. Switch, so you're holding on with your right hand. Let your left hand go back behind and twist. It will change the way the stretch feels in your left leg. Next, come back through center and release. Good job. Let's do that one more time. Both sides. So inhale, bring your right leg up, get your strap, and underneath your right leg, hold on to it with your right hand, kick it out, open it up, come back through center, switch hands, right hand goes back behind, you've got a twist and a balance here. Nice, come back through center. Bend your right knee, place it down. All right, other side. Bend your left leg, strap underneath the ball of your left foot, hold on to the strap with your left hand, right hand to hip. Open it up. Come back through center. Switch hands, right hand goes here, left hand back behind, knees to follow. Come back through center and release. Woohoo! Good job, that was hard. All right, let's put our strap to the side. Let's come back to down dog for just a moment. We're going to head to lizard. So find your down dog. On an inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, lizard. Get your right foot on the outside of your right hand. So you've got left hand, right foot. Then drop your left knee, untuck your left toes, and then let your right knee fall open as you roll onto the knife edge of your right foot. And then this is lizard. You are all set up. You are welcome to stay here on your palms. If your left knee is bothering you, you can put a blanket underneath it or tuck your toes. Sometimes that relieves some extra weight on your knee. If you're feeling okay here in your lizard, you're welcome to bring forearms down to a block and go a little deeper in the pose. You can also bring forearms all the way down to the mat and rest your head on a block. So you find your level. If there's sharp pain, lift up. If there's stretching and discomfort, that's okay, just pay attention to it. Let's stay for 3 rounds of breath. Next, on an inhale, start to lift up. Lizard is a nice pose like pigeon where you can spend a long time in it if you would like. All right, let's tuck our left toes. Lift your left knee up, kind of bring that right foot maybe even into the middle for a low lunge, and then step back to 3-legged down dog. You can draw circles if you want. All right, down dog. Inhale, 3-legged down dog, left leg rises. Exhale, lizard. Left foot comes on the outside of your left hand. So you've got foot, hand, hand. Drop your right knee, untuck your right toes. When I like to open up my left knee, I roll onto the knife edge of my foot, let my knee open. And then again, you're set up. This is lizard. And then find your depth. If this is plenty right here, stay here. There's nothing wrong with that, right? We are all seeking and searching for that level, that stretch in our body, that feeling of connection. It just looks different in each body. In some poses, some of us have to go a little bit deeper to find that. Other poses, you don't have to go very deep and you have achieved it. All right, 3 rounds of breath on this side. All right, when you're ready, lift on up. And again, lizard, great pose in the evening. Come into it and stay way longer than what we're doing today. All right, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. And get that left foot in the middle. And back up we go. 3-legged down dog. Circles if you would like. Return to down dog. Nice, drop down to your knees. Let your hips swing over to one side. Maybe I'll go this way. So legs to one side. Ponytails can go out if you have a ponytail. And let's just gently lower all the way down to our back. And come to bridge pose. So we want to bring our heels up closer to our glutes. So maybe you can even graze the back of your heel with your fingers. If not, that's okay. Grab a block if you'd like to have a supported bridge. All right, on an inhale, bridge pose. Lift your belly up. Palms can stay on the floor if you want. You can slide a block underneath and rest your sacrum there on the block. Kind of puff your chest up, tuck your shoulder blades under so your chest comes closer to your chin. Arms are kind of tucked in with palms up. Let's stay and breathe here for a moment. If you'd like a little bit more different sensation in this pose, then you have a block. You can let your legs go out long and toes fall open. I feel like it just kind of deepens the back bend where I feel it in my low back. Welcome to close your eyes if you'd like. Let's stay here for a good 5 rounds of breath. When you're ready, let's start to come out. So plant your feet, lift your belly up, remove the block. Bring your thighs up into your chest. Hold on to your shins right below your knees. You can kind of pull it in. Rock from side to side. All right, let's twist. So next time you come through center, realign. Arms out to a T, palms are up, and roll over to the right. So stack your knees, stack your hips. Gaze goes to the right. You're welcome to close your eyes if you'd like here in this twist. Let's come back up through center. Maybe hold on to your shins again. Realign. All right, I'm going to twist over to the left. Arms to a T, palms up. Drop your knees and hips over to the left. Gaze to the right. Inhale back up through center. Let's come to a yogi ball. So you're going to lift your head up. Try to wrap your arms all the way around your chin or forehead to your knees. Squeeze everything in tight. And then lower back down. If you'd like, you can come to a Shavasana, which is like the ending pose in most yoga classes where you let everything settle. You can meditate. Let's just stay here for a breath or two. You're welcome to stay in this Shavasana as long as you would like. Whenever you're ready to come out, just kind of bring your legs in. Gently roll up. Find easy seat. I hope you found some peace and quiet in our yoga practice today and that you can take that feeling of calmness with you off of the mat into your day today. I bring my hands to heart center. May the whole world be filled with love and light, peace and joy. Namaste.